And again, Eastern Washington with a switching defense is there as we see Powell launch the transition three.
Not able to connect. Eric struck the rebound. Here come the Cougs. Calme's trying to push the pace. Behind the back, kicks it out. Coward lines up an open triple and got it. Tit for tat right there. All square at 11 as back and forth we go. 0 separation early in this game. Coward, Watts. Back to Coward, 3 on the way, and that one's good too. Off a game he has to feel really good about. He hit 4 of 6 threes against Northern Colorado. That came after he missed 13 straight. Steal. Coward drives, lays it in on the other end. 6-point. No. Marquardt, offensive rebound, yes.
McLean's been putting the pressure on the rim, just hasn't got him to go, but Marquardt does a good job of cleaning that up.
Bucket to stop the run. Coward trying to answer right back. He does. Cedric Coward. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half here at the Spokane Arena.
And we see the Eagles back in this 3-2 extended zone. The problems that they've been having is giving up three-pointers and giving up offensive rebounds out of the zone.
Nearly a giveaway. Lawan Watts able to save it, but Andrew Kirk was lurking. Mid-range jumper on the way from Coward. And 3 rebounds. Tyler Powell picks up his dribble near the baseline and a turnover. Speaking of Watts, there he comes away with a steal. Other end, this is Isaiah Watts. Drops it off to Coward with the left hand. Eastern Washington, again, we talked about it, 45% from the field and 50% by Washington State. The difference has been the three-point shooting in this one. Cougars, obviously, with the big lead, haven't taken as many from behind the arc in this second half. In fact, just 4 attempted by the Cougs in this half. Good defense there by Tyler Powell to turn Calmes away. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass to Coward, able to haul that in, now less than 5. Coward, mid-range, baseline jumper is good.
I just love the spacing that both teams run their offense with.
And you're going to see a lot of ball movement in between these two offenses as Isaiah Watts comes in for the first time tonight for Washington State. Under 10 on the timer. Coward, the mid-range J. You're telling me.
He had 1 game in 4 years that he scored 20. Strong move.
Speed to Shields.
Pretty drop off by Jaron, really. Of course, speaking of Gonzaga, his dad, John, was an outstanding player for the Zags, now coaching in the Australian League.
Coward.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, stop and pop there.
Yeah, Block's been quiet tonight. He's a great shooter, but this guy gets into the paint.
Reynolds leaves it short. Yeah, Zach Block coming into this one, averaging 13 points per game, 52% from downtown. Coward slashing, doing what he does best, taking it inside and using his physicality.
He had
on the floor, by the way.
I think one of these games early in the year he had 4 points and the team won easily.
Well, yeah, it just shows the versatility of this team. When you talk about versatility for Cedric.
Really tough in their conferences.
We predicted we were going to have a fun one tonight. And Price getting the board off the miss. Coward trying to get past Block. Now trying to use his body. Just being a bully with the fall away. And at WCC Media Day, Cedric Coward said this is the closest team that he believes he's ever been with. And obviously playing with a trio of former teammates definitely helps as Coward rattles in the 3. But overall, they're
really high on him. And I just love the aggressiveness tonight.
Really too strong off the window.
I think I said to you earlier, and I told him today, I said, man, I'd love to see you more aggressive offensively. And there's no question he's done that tonight.
I think he heard you.
Yeah.
As he unloads for 3 again, puts it in.
Yep.
Cedric.
Been out for early part of the year. He really helps. Watch this.
An air ball there for Block.
Yep, not that time.
Not shy about letting it fly from deep, no question. Back to Eric Strip again. To Coward off the nice feed.
He's so strong.
9-point lead for Washington State. McCreary lets it fly. That one way off the mark. Coward brings it up. Looking to power his way down low again. Oh, the spin. Maneuvers to the cup. Cedric Coward.
You've got 2.5 minutes. You have enough points. Use the clock. Make it your friend. Unlike what happened on Saturday night, where I thought they got a little thirsty in the final 3 minutes.
Which led to a couple turnovers in those final couple minutes.
No doubt.
Coward on the drive, takes it right in. The only scholarship player remaining here in Pullman. After David Riley took over. As they got the 2-on-1 here, and Watts off the hesitation will just dribble it back out.
There you go. There you go. Clock is your friend right now.
Coward shake and bake. Coward turns the corner, stops on a dime.
That's a pro move. That's a pro move right there.
Kobe Bryant fader that's very unguardable. You just give him a few more games. He's going to be a star here at Iowa as well. I like his effort at both ends.
Calmes. Coward finding room on the baseline. May have gotten away with a little bit of a hook as he went around. Here's Sanford. A little strong. 5 for 15 for Peyton tonight.
He's had 2 good looks in the last couple possessions.
Coward spinning baseline. Good defense by Sanford. Wow,
he's so much stronger.
Spins again, and this time Coward able to get it off.
1,000 hard-earned points, and Moorhead didn't play with this pace. Iowa wants him to push it more, and you could see on that possession what he can do when he puts it in 5th gear.
Here's Watts looking for the lead for Washington State. Price out to Coward. That 3 will fall. First
for trying to gamble on that pass, because Rose is not faster than Eric Strupp, but he had a second advantage there because Eric Strupp had to try to recover.
Russ tight on Eric Strupp. Price bouncing Coward.
Academy of Science, and Jaquan Johnson, the young guy from Pius 11, all from Milwaukee. 1-2-2 3/4 court from the Braves.
Lisa pull it out.
And a few times they bounce the ball usually moves for Washington State, not a lot of dribbling.
You could hear in the background David Riley, I think, expressing that same thing. And there's Coward. Nice drive, finish again. Christian Davis.
Yeah, he was quiet early. Christian Davis is an impressive player. They call him CD, but he's stepping up now.
There's Coward with a nice drive and finish. Handoff to Duke Dean.
But good pressure again. Nice handoff. He had the shot, but that's a pretty tough contested shot.
Good defensive rebounding. The long arms of Coward able to secure that. There's Coward catch, shoot, and make inside for Bradley Clearman.
For sure.
Shots together.
If they can start getting some defensive rebounds. Can't give Washington State is a very good offensive team, and they're giving them multiple opportunities.
Coward, again, clean look.
Terry Miller Jr. off the bench.
6'8" out of Fresno.
Another transfer out of Watts after this Portland State squad. Backdoor cut, Coward, strong take to the cup. Lawan Watts. And he can't lay it in. Coward battling for the offensive board and goes right back up the window.
Eight quiet points from Habib.
Coward off the pump, mid-range shot. The big man showing the range from downtown.
Wow. The bigs tonight putting on a shooting clinic. How about a year ago, Curtis was 1 of 9 from 3.
Coward trying to answer, sticks it. Inside, can't spin it home. Coward stops. Quick pop on the 3, and Cedric Coward now getting Watts. Gets the steal.
I love how the bowl speculation is already starting.
Meanwhile on the hardwood, Cedric Cedric Coward on the block.
Whether down 17 or up 13.
And it just shows very early on, heading into the season opener, the trust that he already has in his guys, and not just the guys that he brought from Eastern Washington. Eric Struck, back to Coward. 6 on the timer, off the fake, contested 3 ball rattles in. Cedric Coward.